Before I get into all of the great announcements and great stories on artificial intelligence, let me first show you the great achievements we have in visual computing. At the core, as a GPU computing company, our most important partners are developers like yourself. And the most important product from our company is the SDK, the Software Developer Kit. It sounds like a very simple thing, but it embodies an enormous amount of work between us and yourself. Rich algorithm work, library work, engine work, breakthroughs and new algorithms are all embodied within the Nvidia SDK. I'm incredibly excited to show you that the Nvidia SDK this year includes all kinds of amazing breakthroughs. The SDK now includes the Ansel in-game photography system, so you could actually be inside a video game, inside a virtual environment, and treat it as if it's a real world and you have a real camera, a virtual camera to work with. Volumetric lighting based on physically light models. Optics, which is our ray tracing engine, is now multi-GPU capable. For the very first time, Mental Ray, which is the most popular ray tracer in the world, is now GPU accelerated. Super exciting announcement for the community. Mental Ray is now GPU accelerated. We introduced a new way of capturing materials so that everything you render is beautiful and realistic. By capturing the physical properties of a material, you can now render it exactly as you would see it when you manufacture it. What you render is what you will get. Material description language. We have a sparse volumetrics model for special effects. We have the ability to now render computer graphics on the network and yet composite it on your workstation for broadcast. We have the ability to do ray tracing in VR. The world's first ray tracer for VR. Photorealistic rendering completely in virtual reality. We have the ability to use GPUs to, in real time, stitch a virtual three-dimensional video from 360 video cameras. And also, super excited about our Funhouse application. This is NVIDIA's own first video game, if you will, and we created it with VR. And I look forward to showing that to you in a second. But let me show you a couple of demos now, starting with Ansel in-game photography. Okay? So let me show you, this is a great new game. You're looking at an incredible world. Everything is in real time. And imagine you're playing this video game and you would like to now turn yourself into a photographer, because these video games are now so beautiful, you would like to be a photographer within it. Use it as a form of art. Okay, so let's go into the Ansel mode. With just a click of a button, you're inside the Ansel mode. You could do all kinds of things with it. For example, you could apply filters. All kinds of filters you could apply. Sepia, sketch, this one's fantastic, and of course we could warm it up, increase the color temperature, make it much more vibrant. We could change the field of view. All of a sudden, you're no longer seeing the world from the view of the player. You can now see the world from the view of a camera, a third-person camera. Now let's pick a place where we like to take the picture from. And suppose let's do a 360. How about let's do a 360 capture? With a click of a button, we could do all kinds of different ways of capturing the movie, including the picture, including VR. But here, let's just do a 360. Just like that with a click. And let's go check it out. So we've taken the picture. We get out of the game. We're going to get out of the game, Shitoku. Hello, Shitoku. Okay, so we're now outside of the game. And let's take a look at this photograph. The world's first in-game photography system. You guys know that video games is not just a game, it's a form of art. And it's a form of art that we can share with our friends. And so now for the very first time, you could dump this image out in 360 mode. You could dump it out in VR mode, put it on in your phone, and with a VR headset, you can enjoy being inside this game. It's incredible. Okay, that's fantastic. Thank you. All right, let me show you another demo. This is now in VR. We have, I'm going to be held here by Paul. So Paul's going to get into the VR environment. The first thing about VR is this, and this is a very important capability that Nvidia platforms provide. Because remember, VR is not just about computer graphics. VR is about being suspended in a virtual world. And you know that virtual worlds have physics. Water behaves like water. Particles behave like particles. When things drop on the floor, it bounces off the floor. It doesn't go through the floor. And when you touch something, it interacts with that object. So the interoperability of the physical nature of the environment and all of the physics simulation associated with that environment has to be done in real time. And so for the very first time, I'm going to show you